हरि जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी चैतन्य वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी चैतन्य वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुनतीरावनचारी 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 जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। हरे कृष्णा एंड वेलकम टू एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा सबको वेलकम।
हरे कृष्णा
पारुल माता जी, रीटा माता जी, Mummy.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna to the one who's watching in YouTube. So, Hare Krishna to all and welcome. Somebody's voice is resounding. We have to see who it is.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Okay. And we had Vishnu Prabhu came and he left, but we have Suchi here and Shashirani is joining soon. Okay, we'll do Mangalacharan. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वंदेहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं साजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So today is 12th chapter, devotional service. So like we discussed, from chapter 7 to chapter 12, Krishna is talking about Bhakti Yoga. So this chapter 12, now in chapter 11, Krishna showed Vishwarupam, Virat Rupa, right? So now Arjuna is asking a very valid question. Now, which are considered to be more perfect? Those who are properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? అంటే నిరాకార బ్రహ్మన్, కనిపించని దేవుడు. సో ఆ పూజలు చేసేవాళ్ళు గొప్ప, నీ భక్తి సేవలు చేసేవాళ్ళు గొప్ప, ఏది ఉత్తమము, ఏది ఉత్తమమైన ప్రాక్టీస్ అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. ఎందుకు విరాట్ రూపం చూపించిన తర్వాత దెన్ పీపుల్ మైట్ థింక్, ఓ మేబీ దట్ ఈస్ బెటర్ ఫార్మ్. విశ్వరూపం చూపించాడు. విశ్వరూపం యాక్చువల్ గా రూపం కాదు, అదొక రూపం కాదు, అది మొత్తం అంతా సృష్టి అంతా కలిపి, జస్ట్ లైక్ ద ఎంటైర్ యూనివర్స్ ఆల్ పుట్ టుగెదర్ in one form, in one body, that is like a Virat Rupa. And it is also, Prabhupada explains, that Rupa is temporary form. It's not one of the forms of the Lord. So it's the it's energies, all the energies, opulence, everything put together. If you can see, you cannot see. So then he gave beautiful eyes. Krishna gave Divya Chakshusha so that he could put all together and see. Right now we cannot see also. People have difficulty to understand. Today, Earth is a globe or flat also, people don't know. It's a big controversy. Of course, Bhagavatam says both it is at the same time. So how it is, they cannot understand. Actually, NASA sends a lot of pictures and they're all cut and paste. Basically, they imagine it's a globe, so they cut and paste and they make it appear like it is. There are so many faults in the images. Some, you can go on the net and see. There are so many images of globe which are not consistent. Yeah, there is. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. So it is very difficult. Basically, even to see one Earth globe itself with our eyes, you cannot conceive. We are talking about putting the entire cosmic creation into one body, into Virat Rupa. It is impossible to even see as one picture, one image. So Arjuna had that benefit. He saw it. So now his question is whether that impersonal Brahman worship is better or to worship you directly is better in devotional service. So immediately Krishna is confirming those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me, text 2, with great faith, transcendental faith, are considered by me to be most perfect. Immediately he is concluding, second chapter, second sloka. So now, Krishna explains, best ఏంటంటే always think about me, become my devotee and worship me. Fix your mind continuously. Third and fourth sloka, he's talking about that. Those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me. So those who are engaged in, those who want to worship Krishna in his unmanifested form, that path is not easy. That path is very difficult, first of all. And they have to go through the entire yoga ladder. Step by step they have to do. And then finally they will come to me. So it's not direct process. It's an indirect process. But those who can fix, now text 5, you can see, those who fix their minds are attached to the unmanifested. Text 5 is continuation. It says, to make progress in that discipline is very difficult for those who are embodied. The 6th and 7th, he's saying, Susukam Kartam Avyayam, where he confirmed before in our 9th chapter. Like that, he's saying here, but those who worship me, 6th and 7th. Chapter 12, 6 and 7. Those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, always meditating upon me, having their minds fixed upon me, O son of Pruta, for them I am the swift deliverer from birth and death. And see, all these conditions we spoke about in all the 3 chapters. Chapter 7, 8, 9 also, and 10 also. These are the same points again Krishna is telling. Ananya Chet means Nityam, always, without any deviation, completely fixed upon me. All the qualities of Ananya Bhakti he's talking about here. So if you do that, for you it is easily you can cross birth and death. Now, so he's saying, just fix your mind on me. With all your intelligence engaged with me, you will always live with me without a doubt. But so many of us cannot do. మనం ఎవరం చేయలేము అలాగ 24 hours to think about Krishna. So then immediately Krishna is giving a concession. Okay, if you cannot do like that, then follow the rules and regulations of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, you will develop a desire to come to me. So this is called sadhana bhakti. Because we are not in that position, so Krishna gave a concession and he said, at least do sadhana bhakti. Sadhana cheste, then we will get a desire. So with that desire, then you will want to one day think about Krishna 24 hours. Then Krishna knows not everybody can do sadhana bhakti also. So immediately see text 10, he's saying, I know if you cannot practice rules and regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then what you do? At least do some seva for Krishna. Just like when we all start in devotional life, even I remember when I went to temple first is, we don't know, if somebody tells you chant Hare Krishna, it might be very difficult. They say, okay, do some seva, serve prasadam, clean the temple hall, clean everything. Like that, you can do such type of work for Krishna, clean temple hall, decorate flowers for Krishna, make gardening for Krishna. Like that, alanti work for Krishna you can do. Then that way you will develop a desire to hear about Krishna's name. Then you can do sadhana bhakti. Then you will go to the next stage. Sometimes Prabhupada never spoke about Radha Krishna Leela immediately. When Prabhupada told once devotees we can go to India, then all the devotees were thinking, oh, now is a time when Prabhupada will talk about Radha Krishna, all the rasa dance and all that. So when they went to India, they went to Vrindavan. Then immediately what Prabhupada told them, now you finished your morning program, you go and clean the temple, clean the bathrooms and all that. They were thinking, oh, Prabhupada is going to talk about Radha Krishna. No, he didn't. Because you have to get purified by doing seva. So this is the recommendation given here. So now some people cannot work for Krishna also. Then see, again, another concession is given. Next, okay, if you cannot do 11. However, if you are unable to work in that consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all the results of your work and try to be self-situated. That means like karma yoga. Do some charity to Krishna, or some devotees who are doing some work, do some charity like that. So then he is saying, okay, if you cannot do that also, some people don't want to do that also. Why I should give money? They'll think like that. Then Krishna is saying another concession. Okay, if you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in getting some knowledge, cultivate knowledge. So this is the recommendation. At least understand why devotees are doing what they're doing. So now he's summarizing. He's saying, okay, better than getting knowledge, however, is meditation. Better than meditation is renunciation. Means renouncing your karma yoga, your fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can at least attain peace of mind. So many steps are there before you can become Krishna conscious, actually. So now here you see in 13 and 14 sloka, these are all the qualities of actually being a devotee before you become a devotee. Before you become a devotee, 13 and 14. You see what Krishna is saying here. One who is not envious, nirvairina, but is kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself as a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee is very dear to me. So, a devotee means automatically you have to have all these qualities. You have to be equal in your mind. There are no friends, no enemies. Devotee definitely should not have enemies. He is very tolerant. And if you see, this is exactly the sloka who is tolerant. All this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Trunadapi Sunichena in that verse. All the qualities are already mentioned in that one particular sloka. Trunadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanena Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. How can you chant Sadahari, Kirtaniya Sadahari? Right now we cannot chant Sadahari. 24 hours you are not able to chant. Why? Because we are not able to follow these. We are not at this platform. Right now our mind is troubling. Our mind will trouble always. Say it will tell something you like, something you hate. Happiness, hatred, raga, dvesha. All these things are happening. Hare Krishna. So mind is troubling. You cannot. And you are not free from false ego. Ahankara. Ahankara, false ego means what? We are all the time thinking we are this, we are that. Everything, whatever you describe, is on the basis of ahankar. Because of that, we are not able to respect everybody. Because of ahankar. We are thinking I am better than that person. Somebody can. Okay. Hare Krishna. Please come. Please come. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please come. Oh, Madhu al mother. Okay. ఆయన రాలేదా? ఓకే. అవునా? ఓకే. మీ పేరేంటి? అనురాధ. కూర్చోండి.
Salona Mataji is friend's mother, I think. Madhu, that girl, Madhu.
Yeah, Salona.
Salona's friend, Madhu.
Correct. We can give one. Yeah, 12th chapter. 13th and 14th slokas. Oh, we don't. Telugunda? Okay. Right. 12వ అధ్యాయం 13-14 దగ్గర ఉన్నాం. శ్లోకం. Wow. She knows a sloka by heart. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna eva cha. Very good. Santushta satatam yogi yatatma దృఢ నిశ్చయం. సో దృఢ నిశ్చయం అంటే దృఢమైన సంకల్పం. దేనికి ఉండాలి దృఢమైన సంకల్పం? మయి అర్పిత మనోబుద్ధి. మయి అర్పిత అంటే ఎవరికో కాదు. మయి అంటే నాకు. ఎవరికి? కృష్ణుడికి. మయి అర్పిత మనోబుద్ధి. మనస్ అండ్ బుద్ధి బోత్. మనసు, అహంకారము, బుద్ధి అన్ని. యో మద్భక్త సమే ప్రియ. అంటే కృష్ణుడికి ప్రియమైన కార్యక్రమం ఏంటి? మనం ఎలా భక్తులు అవ్వాలి అన్నది చూపిస్తున్నాడు. సో అద్వేష్ట, ఎవరికి ద్వేషం అనేది ఉండకూడదు. సర్వభూతానాం, అన్ని ప్రాణులకి, సర్వభూతానాం. మైత్ర కరుణ. మైత్రం అంటే ఫ్రెండ్లీ, వెరీ ఫ్రెండ్లీ. కరుణ, మెయిన్ కరుణ అంటే కంపాషన్. వై కంపాషన్? అందరూ వైష్ణవానాం యథాశంభు, అందరికన్నా పరమ వైష్ణవుడు ఎవరు? శంభు. సో వైష్ణవుల క్వాలిటీ ఏంటి? భక్తుల క్వాలిటీ ఏంటి? ఎప్పుడైనా భక్తుడు కానివాడు పక్కవాడిని చూడగానే వాడికి ఈర్ష. ఓ వీడికి ఇంత సంపాదించేస్తున్నాడు, అంత సంపాదించేస్తున్నాడు అని ఈర్ష వస్తుంది. కానీ భక్తుడికి వాడికి ఏంటి? వాడికి ఈర్ష లేదు. ఈర్ష అనేది లేదు. అందరినీ సమంగా చూస్తున్నాడు. కానీ అతనికి దుఃఖం కూడా లేదు. కానీ దుఃఖం ఉంది. ఎందుకు? పరదుఃఖ దుఃఖి. పరసుఖ దుఃఖి కాదు. మనం పరసుఖ దుఃఖి. పర పర పరాయివాడు సుఖంగా ఉన్నాడంటే మనకి దుఃఖం వస్తుంది. కానీ శుద్ధ వైష్ణవుడికి అలా ఉండదు. శుద్ధ భక్తుడికి అలా ఉండదు. వాళ్ళు అయ్యో పాపం బాధపడుతున్నారే, ఎందుకు బాధపడుతున్నారో కూడా వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు అని వాళ్ళు బాధపడుతున్నారు. సో వాళ్ళ బాధకి కారణం ఏంటి? బికాస్ దే ఆర్ సఫరింగ్ అనదర్ బర్త్ అండ్ డెత్. పునరపి జననం, పునరపి మరణం. దీంట్లో వాళ్ళు చిక్కుకుపోతున్నారు. అది వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు. నేను బాగా ఉన్నాను, నాకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, వాడెవడికో క్యాన్సర్ వచ్చింది, వాడికి ప్రాబ్లం, నాకు కాదు అని అనుకుంటున్నాం అందరూ. అందరూ అలాగే అనుకుంటున్నాం. నాకేముంది, నాకు జాబ్ ఉంది, ఇల్లు ఉంది, కారు ఉంది, అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, నాకేంటి ప్రాబ్లం అంటే ప్రభుపాద ఏమన్నారంటే, జస్ట్ లైక్ బాగా తాగేసి మత్తులో ఉన్నవాడికి వాడికి ఏం తెలీదు. వాడికి ఏం చెప్పి అన్నీ బాగున్నాయి అనుకుంటాడు. అలాగా పిచ్చి వాళ్ళకి ఏముంది? మ్యాడ్ మ్యాన్ ఏమైనా మాట్లాడొచ్చు. అలాగే మనం కూడా ఇంకొక రకమైన మత్తు తీసుకున్నాం. ఏంటది? ఆ మత్తు మాయ అనే మత్తులో ఉన్నాం. హాయిగా ఉన్నాం. అయ్యా ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, మనకి ఏ ప్రాబ్లం లేదు అని మనం ఉన్నాం. సో అలాంటి మత్తులోంచి మనల్ని బయటికి రప్పించడానికి శుద్ధ భక్తులు మన కోసం ప్రాధేయపడుతున్నారు. అరే వీడు పిచ్చోడు ఇలా ఉన్నాడు, హాయిగా ఉన్నాను అనుకుంటున్నాడు, వాడికి తెలియదు, ఒక్కసారి చావు రాగానే మొత్తం అంతా పోతుంది, మళ్ళీ వాడి కథ మొదలవుతుంది. తెలియదు వాడికి ఎంత ప్రాబ్లమో ఇది సఫరింగ్ అన్నది. అలాంటి సఫరింగ్ నుంచి బయటికి తీసుకురావడానికి దే ఆర్ వర్కింగ్.
You can tell the sentence in English, please, for the
Yeah.
devotees who are here.
Yeah, so since
it was a very nice sentence, very nice way you explained. So
okay.
If you can.
Yeah. So basically I was saying how others are thinking, all of us are thinking, somebody is happy, then immediately the next nature is, oh, why is he happy? I'm envious. Generally, without knowing, people become envious or compete. If he has that much, I should have more than that. People are thinking generally like that. This is a nature of ordinary materialistic person. But a devotee of the Lord is thinking, he is falsely thinking he is happy. He does not know he's thinking he is happy. He is imagining he is happy and he is satisfied. But that happiness, that person is falsely assuming that he is happy, is like a madman. Madman can think anything. Like that, a conditioned soul is thinking he is happy. I'm happy, so happy. I'm happy with my money, with my family, with all my possessions and all that. But that's his real suffering. That a devotee can see. Why? Because this material enjoyment is what is making us bind into this cycle of birth and death again and again and again. And that's the greatest suffering. And that has the greatest risk, because some next birth, you might not get a human body. You might not get a human body. That's a risk. So that we do not understand as ordinary people. Because we do not understand, we are in ignorance. A devotee is taking compassion, karunaha. That is their karuna. Their kindness it is. And they are always trying to talk about Krishna, because simply by hearing about Krishna, their suffering ends. Their suffering will stop. simply by hearing about Krishna. Ante. That is a solution. So this is a very difficult subject. This is a very difficult subject. That's why Krishna is bringing the standard down. Okay, you cannot remember me all the time. No problem. You practice. Then you cannot remember. Practice also you cannot do. Okay, work for me. You cannot work for me. At least do some charity for me. Give up some results. You cannot do that also. Then at least try to gain some knowledge. So that way you will try to understand. So if you see from backwards, you go from this sloka onwards, you go up, then it is like starting from karma yoga, jnana yoga, then you are going to ashtanga yoga, then you come to bhakti yoga. Like that, step by step, Krishna is talking. Here he is talking in the reverse order, but normally in the chapters, he spoke about in the front order, like that. But otherwise, he's talking about only one thing, about bhakti. Become my bhakta. Man manabhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Like that. So you will come to me. So my devotee who is not dependent on ordinary course of action. This is very important verse.
You missed the 15th verse.
Did I?
Yeah, you didn't explain.
By whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. So this is a devotee. This is a quality of a devotee. Yasman nodvijate loko, lokan nodvijate cha yaha, harsham rishat भयोद्वेज मुक्तो यह साचा में प्रियः. So one who is not, అతని వలన ఎవరికి కష్టం రాదు, ఎవరిని నొప్పించే పనులు చేయడు, ఎవరిని డిస్టర్బ్ చేయడు. సమదుఃఖ, ఆల్వేస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎవ్రీవన్. ఆయనకి భయము, యాంగ్జైటీ అలాంటివి కూడా లేదు ఎప్పుడు. ఎందుకు? ఆయన అభయ చరణారవింద, అభయ చరణాలు ఇచ్చే పాదుకల దగ్గర ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి. దట్ ఈస్ ద డివోటీ. సో ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, మై డివోటీ హూ ఇస్ నాట్ డిపెండెంట్. దిస్ ఇస్ 16th. అనపేక్ష సుచిర్ దక్ష ఉదాసీనో గత వ్యతః సర్వారంభ పరిత్యాగి yo mad bhakta same priyaha. So anapeksha means he's neutral basically. He's not even he's not dependent on ordinary course of activities, who's pure, expert, without care, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. See, just like this is example of Prahlad. Generally we think we have to do some work. Without our work, how can you get any money? Without any money, how can you eat? That's what we think. But actually, for a devotee of Krishna who's expert, who's completely surrendered to Krishna, he's not even worried about that. So he is called a Brahmana. A Brahmana has so much faith. So suppose some Brahmana receives a lot of gifts. Brahmana is supposed to receive charity. There's no problem. So he receives charity, but he will take only whatever is needed for him for that day, and he will give charity back again to others. He'll not keep it. Why? Because he has so much faith. Krishna will provide again. Whatever is needed, Krishna will provide again. So it's a very high level of surrender to Krishna. And that is a quality of a devotee. So that's very basic. Anapeksha. So అర్థమైంది కదా చెప్పింది. బ్రాహ్మణులు కూడా వాళ్ళకి దానం వస్తుంది, దానం వచ్చింది అంతా వాళ్ళు తీసుకొని వాళ్ళు దాచుకోరు. ఇవాళ కొంచెం తీసుకొని రేపు పొద్దున్న ఇంకొంచెం పెట్టుకొని వాడుకుందామని. నో, వాళ్ళకి ఇవాళకి ఎంత కావాలో అంత తీసుకొని మిగిలింది దానం చేసేస్తారు. వాడికే దానం వచ్చింది, కానీ ఆ దానం కూడా దానం చేసేస్తాడు. ఎందుకు? మనం దాచుకుంటాం, ప్లానింగ్లు చేస్తాం, ఫ్రిడ్జ్ లో పెట్టుకొని ఇంకో వారం తినొచ్చు అలా అనుకుంటాం. కానీ రియల్ బ్రాహ్మణ డజంట్ డూ దాట్. ఎందుకు? అతనికి భగవంతుడి మీద అంత అపారమైన విశ్వాసం. నాకు ఎంత కావాలో అంత భగవంతుడు పంపిస్తాడు. సో ఆర్డినరీ కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఆల్సో a devotee is depending on the Lord. Like that. Any question there? I know there will be a big question mark for a lot of people.
I also have, but I'll ask afterwards.
Okay. So finally, he's explaining about everything. How a devotee is, again, the devotee's qualities are devotional qualities explaining. Finally, 20th sloka. It's a very small chapter. 20th sloka, he's wrapping it up. What is he saying? Those who follow this path of devotional service, who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. So this is the conclusion. And just like I showed in all the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th chapter, how Krishna is giving the same conclusion. Again, the conclusion is same. Ante Narayana Smriti. Here also Krishna is saying same thing. Shraddhadhana mat param. Shraddhadhanam, complete shraddhato. You have to have complete faith. That faith becomes dhrudanishta. Dhrudanishta. It's starting lo adhav shraddha. కొంచెం చిన్న శ్రద్ధతో అందరూ మొదలు పెడతారు, కానీ ఆ శ్రద్ధ బికమ్స్ దృఢం అవుతుంది. ఆ తర్వాత అది నిజం అవుతుంది. ప్రత్యక్షావగమం ధర్మ్యం సుసుఖం కర్తుం అవ్యయం. సో ఈ ప్రత్యక్షం, ఇది ప్రత్యక్షంగా భక్తి పరేషానుభవ. భక్తిలో మనం ముందుకు వెళ్తున్నామా లేదా అని తెలియడానికి 2 రకాలు. జ్ఞానము వైరాగ్యము వికసించిందా లేదా. అది లేదు అంటే ఇంకా భక్తిలోకి ముందుకు వెళ్ళట్లేదని అర్థం. కొంచెం దూరంగానే ఉన్నాము. అంటే చలిమంట దగ్గరగా ఉంటే మనకి ఆ వేడి వెచ్చదనం తగులుతుంది, దూరంగా ఉంటే అది అక్కడ ఉంటుంది, మనం ఇక్కడ ఉంటాం. సో ఇది కూడా అంతే. సో ఇక్కడ కృష్ణ is saying, with great faith, these devotees are engaged in my devotional service all the time, and they are sure to come back to me. So that's a consistent message. So I can stop here. It's a small chapter, but and I can take any questions. Any questions unte adagachu, or we can discuss. You said you have a question.
I should say first. I was thinking others want to ask first. Okay, I'll go first then. So over here the qualities are written about a devotee. So those qualities a devotee will manifest after he started devotional service, right? How can he have the 12th one or something go up, no? Which were the qualities of the devotee, no?
13, 14.
So this is after, because here he says,
Yes.
such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So he's already started his
like
devotional...
I told you, Bhakti Yoga is not meant for ordinary people. Bhakti Yoga is after you finish Ashtanga Yoga, then you come to Bhakti Yoga. That is a normal course. So Bhakti Yoga, but here what we are doing the shortcut. Bhakti Yoga, we are doing shortcut. We don't have all these qualities, but still by the mercy of a devotee, we are engaging in devotional service. So you will gain all these qualities.
Yeah,
So
that I understood. No, I'm asking, my point was...
13th, 14th శ్లోకం చదివాం కదా, అన్ని గుణాలు ఉంటే గాని భక్తి చెయ్యలేము అంటున్నాము. అలా అయితే అన్ని గుణాలు మనకి లేవు, అయితే భక్తి ఎలా చేయగలము? అది ప్రశ్న. ఎందుకు అనుకోవాలంటే మనకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి. అంటే నిజంగా కూడా అంటే మనకి లేవు అనే ఎందుకంటే ఇందులో సమ దుఃఖం చూడట్లేదు, ఈర్ష మనకుంది, అహంకారం ఉంది, రాగ ద్వేష ఉంది, సుఖము దుఃఖము రెండు అనుభవిస్తున్నాము. సో లేదని ఎక్కడంటాం? టాలరెన్స్, ఓపిక లేదు, ఏమీ లేవు. అయితే ఏ క్వాలిటీస్ లేకుండా మనం భక్తి ఎలా చేస్తాం? అది క్వశ్చన్. తను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ అది.
Also, not only that question, my point is, so are these qualities the same qualities that as a devotee also we have to try to
Yes.
Develop these qualities.
Yes. Prabhupada says you have to cultivate.
Yeah, develop or
cultivate.
cultivate.
You have to cultivate.
Yeah. So when
in
we
fact,
have come
Prabhupada
to
tells about cultivating. When you are chanting Hare Krishna, you should cultivate the feeling of separation from Krishna. మనం కృష్ణ నామం జపిస్తున్నప్పుడు కూడా కృష్ణుడితో మనకి విరహము ఉన్నట్టు మనము ఇనీషియల్ గా లేదు. ఇనీషియల్ గా సెంటిమెంట్ తో మనం చేస్తున్నాం అన్ని. ఓకే, మనం హిందువులుగా ఈ ధర్మం మంది కాబట్టి మనం చెయ్యాలి కాబట్టి చేస్తున్నాం, ఏదో ఆ పెద్దలు చెప్పారు చేస్తున్నాం. బట్ ఇక్కడ కృష్ణుడు చెప్తుంది అది కాదు. ఏంటి అంటే యాక్చువల్ గా ఆ ప్రత్యక్షావగమం ధర్మ్యం మనకి ఎలాగైతే అనుభవం చెయ్యాలో, వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ భక్తి that Krishna is asking us to come to that stage. He's asking us to come to that stage. We don't have these qualities. కానీ కృష్ణ నామము చేస్తూ ఉండగా మనలో ఉన్న కల్మషం నాశనం అయిపోతుంది. అది కృష్ణ నామంలో ఉన్న చమత్కారం. The magic is శ్రవణం. శృణ్వతాం స్వకథా కృష్ణ పుణ్య శ్రవణ కీర్తన హృదయంతస్థో హి అభద్రాణి విధునోతి సుహృత్సతాం. మన హృదయంలో ఉన్న కల్మషం నాశనం అయిపోతుంది. అది కృష్ణనామం వలన. ఆ భక్తి భావము అప్పుడు మనకు వస్తుంది. కానీ ఇవన్నీ మనం కల్టివేట్ చేసుకోవాలి. వీ హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ లుకింగ్. ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ లైక్ గార్డెనింగ్ చేస్తున్నాము, అందులో కొన్ని కలుపు మొక్కలు వస్తాయి, కొన్ని ఇవి వస్తాయి, అవి వస్తాయి, అవన్నీ చూసుకోవాలి. కలుపు మొక్కలు తీసి పడేయాలి. ఏది మంచి మొక్కో దానికే నీళ్లు వేయాలి. కలుపు మొక్కకు నీళ్లు వేయము. కలుపు మొక్కకు నీళ్లు వేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? అది పెరుగుతుంది. అలాగే భక్తి కూడా ఒక గార్డెనింగ్ లాంటిదే. వీ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ ఇన్ కల్టివేటింగ్ డివోషనల్ క్వాలిటీస్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు లుక్ ఫర్ దీస్ క్వాలిటీస్. Samadukka, we have to see, we have to not dveshti, we should not have any enmity, we have to be very tolerant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, tolerant, more tolerant than a tree. Why tree? What tree is giving fruit? Somebody is taking, somebody is cutting branch. Tree is not protesting. But for us, somebody says little bit something, hey, how can you say about me? We are doing bhakti only. In bhakti also we cannot tolerate. We have to be very tolerant. That is part of the exercise. All these are part of the exercise. You cannot forget. These are all, Krishna doesn't like when you are very pride. Of course, of all the bad qualities, Krishna doesn't like pride. Ahankaramu, Krishnudiki assalu ishtam undadu. ఏదైనా ఓర్చుకుంటాడు. బట్ అహంకారము, భక్తుల్ని నిందించడము, ఈ రెండు మాత్రము కృష్ణ డజంట్ లైక్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు కల్టివేట్ దీస్ క్వాలిటీస్.
Yeah, I want to say something also. So here we are also saying that as you are progressing in Krishna consciousness, so you will get jnana and vairagya. We are saying these two. So we are on the path. So all of these things also we have to, it's like we are going on a game. We are playing a game.
Yes.
And these all are like small, coins which we have to collect. Like,
Yes.
To be tolerant. All
Correct.
these things, we have to collect all these things. So we are on this path, and if we are not collecting or we are the other way, so then what will happen? We are like you explained that weeds, we have to remove the weeds. And how do we remove the weeds? Is by this process only.
There is another sloka in Bhagavatam. It says, Harava bhaktasya kuto mahad gunan. Harava bhaktasya, who is not a bhakta. Hari bhaktudu kanivadu, vadiki boldani gunalu undachu. He might have so many qualities. But అతనికి హరి భక్తి లేదు, అదొక్కటే లేదు. అన్ని గుణాలు ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా హరిభక్తి లేకపోవడం వలన ఇట్స్ నో గుడ్. ఆడికి ఏమీ లేనట్టు లెక్క వాడికి. కానీ హరిభక్తుడికి వాడికి ఉన్న క్వాలిటీస్ గుణాలన్నీ లేవు, కానీ హరిభక్తి ఒక్కటే ఉంది. అలాంటి వాడికి అన్నీ ఉన్నట్టు లెక్క. రావణుడికి అదే. రావణుడికి ఎన్నో క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, రావణాసుడికి అన్ని క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, కానీ ఒక్కటే లేదు, హరిభక్తి లేదు. సో హీఈస్ ఎ జీరో. హరిభక్తి లేనివాడు సున్నా.
We were talking about Anju Didi was asking me that day about Dhritarashtra.
Yeah. So this is the sloka which says Harava bhaktasya kuto mahat guna. So, but a devotee of Krishna gets all good qualities inside him because he is taking the name of Krishna. కృష్ణ నామం తీసుకున్నాడు కాబట్టి, ఎందుకంటే కృష్ణ నామములో అన్ని మంచి గుణాలు ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి అతనికి ఆ గుణాలన్నీ వస్తున్నాయి. ఈ లెక్క.
Also, one more thing is we have to be very vigilant when we are chanting, when we are doing devotional service. If we are unvigilant, when we are not, we are just doing it. Yeah, then you will not get, you will pass, you're on the journey. You will be given that opportunity to take those coins, but you will not take it. Correct. You will not, because you're not vigilant. You don't know what is it that
looking for.
The precious thing. You don't know what is the precious thing that you have to take. So you have to have that much knowledge that you will take the right things while you are in this journey.
Correct. See, tulya nindastutir mauni. Mauni means silent. A devotee is silent. 24 hours you can be talking about Krishna, but you are considered silent because there is no material sound. Tulya ninda stutir. Ninda stuti. Stutir means somebody is praising you. Ninda means somebody is insulting you. But you have to be tulya, equal. This is the nature of the material world. It's like a coin. Coin has head, and behind head only there will be tails. So everything, duality, world is full of jewels. So anything you see good, behind that only there is bad. It is coming with good and bad come together only. So only one time you see the front, but immediately on the back side it is there. So everything in this world is like that.
So thank you. Anybody else has any other questions or any point you want to discuss? Since we have a short class, we can, have longer discussion.
Hare Mataji, I wanted you to explain the last point which you were discussing just now, that we have to pick up the right coins.
Yes.
And that we chant Hare Krishna. That most of us are doing.
Correct.
But I want you to explain a little more on that topic.
तो जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं, तो मैं हिंदी में बोलती हूँ तो आपको इजीली समझ में आएगा. जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं तो हमारे सामने ऐसी सिचुएशंस आएंगी जिसमें हमें समतुल्य रहना पड़ेगा. कि कोई हमारी निंदा कर रहा है, कोई हमें बहुत प्रेज कर रहा है, या कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन आती है. तो जब ऐसी सिचुएशन आती है तो वो हमें भगवान की कृपा समझनी चाहिए और उसमें हमें सही चीज को चूज करना चाहिए. जैसे जब हम उसको सही चीज को चूज करेंगे, कोई हमारी निंदा कर रहा है तो उसको इग्नोर करना है कि हमको इफेक्ट नहीं होना है. हम अपने जो भक्ति में है उसमें हम और ज्यादा उसको पकड़ ले. तो जो प्राइड आ जाती है, कभी कभी बहुत सारे लोग ना हमारे को बहुत प्रेज करेंगे, तो उसको भी नहीं हमें लेना है. अगर हम उसको लेंगे तो उसमें हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल बी पोरिंग वाटर इन द वीड. प्राइड का जो वीड है ना, उसके ऊपर हम
हाँ।
पानी डालते रहेंगे। तो इन सब चीजों को हम निकालें कैसे, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। ये सब चीजें हमारी लाइफ में आएंगी। तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट तो, क्योंकि हमारी रोजमर्रा जिंदगी में यही सबसे ज्यादा आता है। कोई हमें बहुत ज्यादा प्रशंसा करता है या कोई हमारा निंदन करता है। ये दो चीजें हमारी जिंदगी में बहुत आती रहेंगी। और ये हमें क्यों आती है इतनी ज्यादा जिंदगी में? क्योंकि भगवान चाहते हैं कि हम इस चीज को सही से समझ लें। तो यही बात थी जो प्रहलाद महाराज ने पहले पहले क्या सिखाया। उन्होंने क्या कहा, सबको समा देखना है। अपने फ्रेंड्स को हमने ये बात लास्ट टाइम डिस्कस करी थी कि भाई सबको सेम देखना है। तो हम कैसे सेम देख सकते हैं? हम तब सेम देख सकते हैं जब हम, किसी ने हमारी प्रशंसा की तो हम उसको बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस दें, या कोई अगर हमारी निंदा करता है तो उसे हम बुरी तरह से देखें। तो ये जो बात है, ये इससे, ये देखो हम दो चीजें सीख रहे हैं एक टाइम पे। एक है टॉलरेट करना सीख रहे हैं, और दूसरा हम सीख रहे हैं कि सबको इक्वल नजर से देखना। तो ये हमारी
जी।
जिंदगी में बहुत आएगा। और जब हम, और ये क्यों आ रहा है? ताकि हम परफेक्ट हो जाएं, और ये सारी जो हमें क्वालिटीज आएंगी तो उससे हमको भगवान बहुत प्रिय। देखिए हर एक सेंटेंस के बाद भगवान लिख रहे हैं, मेरे को वो बहुत प्रिय है, मेरे को वो बहुत प्रिय है। ये 4-5 आपने अगर देखे होंगे ना श्लोक सब में, और
जी।
लास्ट श्लोक में तो लिखा है वेरी वेरी, माने
हाँ।
अति उत्तम प्रिय है वो, अति अति प्रिय है मुझे वो। तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? ये जो एंडिंग देखो, ये जैसे क्रीम है सारी भगवत गीता का, जो 12th चैप्टर के ये जो श्लोक है स्पेशली, जिसमें उन्होंने लिखा है कि बता रहे हैं कि किस तरह से कौन प्रिय है उनको। तो इन सब क्वालिटीज को हमें कल्टीवेट करना है। जैसे अभी मैं फार्मिंग करती हूँ, हमारे घर में प्लांट्स लगे हुए हैं, तो उसमें से हमें टाइम टू टाइम वीड्स निकालने हैं। जब हम वीड्स निकालते रहेंगे ना, तो वो जो प्लांट है, जो ओरिजिनल प्लांट, जो अच्छा प्लांट, हमें उसको कल्टीवेट करना है, वो अच्छी तरह से ग्रो होगा। हमारा गोल ये है ना। तो हमने भक्ति की जो बीज डाला है हमारे हृदय में, प्रभुपाद के द्वारा जो हमें आया है, उसको हमें ग्रो करना है। तो उसको ग्रो करने के लिए साथ ही साथ ये सारे वीड्स जो है ना, उनको भी प्लग करना पड़ेगा हमें। और ये हमें भगवान बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज देंगे कि किस तरह से हमें उनको प्लग करना है, उसको निकाल देना है, जड़ से
When
निकालना
you
है।
are engaging in devotional service, automatically these things happen. How? I'll tell you a simple example. Suppose you are supposed to cook in the kitchen.
Yes.
All the time, if you have to cook in the kitchen, you might complain, why should I cook? Why doesn't somebody else in the house cook? You might think like that. But when it is coming to devotional activity, then there are so many devotees you are ready to cook, because you know it's a devotional activity. Instead of cooking for 4 people, you are cooking for 20 people. And that too, you are cooking very happily. So automatically this quality of treating everyone with equal vision automatically is coming. You're not discriminating, right? In your house, if you are cooking only for one person or 2 people, it is a burden. But when you're cooking for 20 people, it is not a burden anymore. Why? Same activity. Because already you are elevated. Just that small activity, serving for Krishna, you're already elevated in your consciousness. You're getting this quality of samadhukka. You're treating everyone equal now.
Yes.
నలుగురికే వంట చేయడం కష్టం, కానీ భక్తిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు 20 మందికి 40 మందికి వంట చేయమని ఆనందంగా చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే సమదృష్టి ఆల్రెడీ మనకి ఆ ఒక్క కార్యక్రమం వల్ల వచ్చేసింది. అంటే ఈవెన్ ఎంతో పెద్ద యోగి అయితే గాని రాదు. కానీ జస్ట్ ఒక వంట చేసి వడ్డించడంలో ఉన్న ఆనందంతో, తృప్తితోటి మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఆ లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాము. సో ఇమాజిన్ ఒక్కసారి వచ్చింది, then why not do every time? If you can do that once you came to that level, so why not do every time? Just with one activity, one devotional activity, your consciousness has lifted up already. You understood?
Like today now,
One
So
small
there,
question.
when you're doing that activity, there what you should see, don't look for my pride. I am cooking so nicely, I want all the 20 people to praise me. Oh, nicely she cooked. Initially you might want to, But you have to do that service as a seva for Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, not for your pleasure. The same activity, उसमें भी है, there are tweaks. You can also do that same activity can become a weed also. Because others are praising me, I am cooking. No, because this will give pleasure to Krishna, I am cooking. The consciousness is shifted. You understood? The same activity. It's a very simple thing. You're not going to forest to stand on your head. You're doing a simple thing that you already know. But this is the essence of the Shastra.
Okay, she has another question. Yes, Mataji, go on.
When maybe some of our friends or acquaintances, when we sit together, and there are people who argue also regarding
Yes.
ISKCON and Bhakti.
Yeah.
So what should be that? We should argue or just get up and go away? Because negative
See,
things
first
I'm
of
not
all,
ready
for
to.
that,
Correct.
Yeah, for that, if you want to be, you have to read lot of Prabhupada books. Like, for example, if I have to give this 1 hour class, I have to read minimum 4 to 5 hours. Minimum. I have read all the Bhagavad Gita, all that, but Maya is very, very strong. The atmosphere, Maya atmosphere, atmosphere where we live is very strong. It every time it covers. It's like a curtain. It will cover the knowledge. It gets covered. So you have to be so into reading Prabhupada and Prabhupada's literature, so that this curtain is removed every time. If you have to speak a little bit also, you need the mercy of Guru. You're not talking
Yes.
about you yourself are blind. How can you guide a blind person? Blind person cannot blind another blind person. You need light. Then you can show the other blind person. So
Means
we need
I should
light.
try. I should
Answer
try.
is one minute. I'll tell you. I'll give in a different way. It's both are same. Only what Prabhu is telling. I'll just say that if it is possible, you give a short answer according to what you understand. And if the argument is going more, then you say, you know what, become humble. I cannot answer your question. Becoming humble is better than try to, overpower the other person. No, I know.
Don't try to
Humbly,
win the argument.
don't try to win the argument, because we cannot win the argument, because we don't have all the, see, the philosophy is perfect, but we don't have all the arrows, all the answers we don't have, राइट तो इसकी वजह से इट इज बेटर, या तो एक तो आप रीड करिए, वो तो आपको रीड करना ही चाहिए, जितना हो सके एवरी डे आधा घंटा आप रीड करिए प्रभुपाद के बुक्स, और प्रभुपाद के लेक्चर सुन सकते हैं, या कुछ हो सके तो जितना प्रभुपाद को डायरेक्टली सुन सके ना, बेस्ट है। ये डिवोटी वो डिवोटी, हम लोग सब भी रिपीट कर रहे हैं प्रभुपाद जो बोल रहे हैं, पर अगर आप प्रभुपाद को डायरेक्टली भी सुन सके तो वो ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा। और अगर ऐसे आप सुनते हो और आपको अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है कि प्रभुपाद ने ऐसे क्यों कहा यहाँ पे, या इसका क्या मतलब है, यू कैन ऑलवेज कम बैक, एंड वी कैन हैव अ डिस्कशन अबाउट दैट। बट पॉइंट इज कि वहां पे आर्ग्यूमेंट नहीं करना चाहिए। दूसरा है कि आप उनको बोल सकते हैं कि अगर आपसे हो सके तो हम यहाँ पे चैंट कर सकते हैं, थोड़ी देर आप कीर्तन कर लो। तो मेनली किसी का भी हृदय परिवर्तन तब होगा जब वो कीर्तन करेंगे या जप करेंगे, क्योंकि करने का जो मैजिक का जो काम है वो एक्चुअली कीर्तन करता है, वो भगवान का नाम ही करता है। तो वो जो भी हृदय के अंदर से वो लोग एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं। और दूसरा है हमारा चाल चलन, हमारा हाउ वी आर बिहेविंग। तो जब हम कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में आते हैं ना, सबकी नजर बहुत स्ट्रांग है हमारे ऊपर, वो लोग बहुत ध्यान से देख रहे हैं, ये लोग कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में है, देखें इनमें क्या फर्क है, हम ये लोग भी हमारे जैसे करते हैं। तो जैसे ही वो देखेंगे कि हम लोग नॉर्मल के तरह, जैसे हम लोग गुस्सा आता है या कुछ करते हैं, तो वो लोग इमीडिएटली यही सोचेंगे, इतना वो चैंटिंग करी है, उसमें तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं आया है। ये करेंगे वो लोग, और फिर वो लोग लेंगे नहीं कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस को। तो हमारा गोल ये होना चाहिए कि जितना हो सके हम अपने आप को बदलें, जितना भगवान से प्रे करें कि हमारी जो बुरी चीजें हमारे हृदय के अंदर है, उनको आप प्लीज हेल्प करो बाहर निकालने के लिए, ताकि हम एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल बने। क्योंकि सामने वाला भी हमारे को देख के, हमारी बुरी चीजों को देख के वो फिर सोचेगा, नहीं लेगा वो कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस। तो इस तरह से हमें मेरा ये एंगल है कि
Correct.
हमको एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल बनना चाहिए जितना हो सके। हाँ, हम लोग 100% तो नहीं बन सकते हैं, पर हम जितना हो सके उतना अपने आप को अपने ऊपर फोकस करें, और जितना हो सके थोड़ा सा बोले। और अगर वो पर्सन इंटरेस्टेड है चैंटिंग करने में, तो उनको बोलिए आप खाली 10 बार चैंट करिए। वो कभी कभी बोलेंगे कि हम नहीं कर सकते चैंट, ठीक है 10 बार ही चैंट करेंगे। जब उनको टेस्ट आएगी ना, चैंटिंग की जो टेस्ट आएगी ना, उसके बाद वो शुरू करेंगे चैंटिंग करना। उसके हम लोग अगर किसी को बोलते रहे तुम चैंट करो चैंट करो चैंट करो, अरे उसको बहुत ही, ही इज गोइंग फार अवे। उनको हमें दूर नहीं लेकर जाना है, जितना हो सके उनको हमें करीब लेकर आना है। सो आई थिंक दिस वाज माय टेक ऑन इट।
Very good answer.
थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mata.
हरे
Thank you.
कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा।
one thing I want to हरे कृष्णा माता जी, जब तक
हाँ,
हम कोई
पारुल
चीज
माता जी।
टेस्ट नहीं कर जब तक हम कोई चीज टेस्ट नहीं करेंगे तो हमें उसका टेस्ट कैसे पता चलेगा?
करेक्ट
जब हम
करेक्ट
टेस्ट करेंगे तभी हमें प्रभुपाद जी के बारे में पता चलेगा।
करेक्ट।
जब आप
और
उसको चैंट करेंगे तो अपने आप प्रभुपाद जी आपको रिवील करते जाएंगे चीजें।
करेक्ट। पर कभी कभी लोग होते हैं, वो लोग ना बहुत, जो लोग भगवान का नाम भी सबके मुख पे नहीं आता, आप जानते हो राइट। तो कभी कभी ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो लोग बहुत, अगर कोई एनवियस है, जैसे हम ये डिस्कस कर रहे थे अंजू दीदी और मैं, कि धृतराष्ट्र भी भगवत गीता सुन रहे थे और पूरी भगवत गीता सुनी, पर उनको कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया, जबकि अर्जुन वहां पे थे। और उनको क्यों, ये क्या क्या डिफरेंस है? कोई बता सकता है क्यों उनको नहीं समझ में आया धृतराष्ट्र को, और क्यों अर्जुन को समझ में आया?
क्योंकि उन पर अभी माया का कर्टेन था।
और एक रीजन है, और कोई रीजन
He was
बोलिए।
attached. He was attached.
नो,
Arjun,
అతను భక్తి మార్గంలో ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి ఇంకా అన్ని
हाँ ले दो, बेसिक 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 थिंग। रीटा माता जी बताइए।
अर्जुन जी को पूरा फेथ था अपने कृष्ण जी पे, तो वो जैसे जैसे गाइड कर रहे थे वो कर रहे थे, ही वाज
Okay.
फॉलोइंग। और
हाँ।
धृतराष्ट्र के उसमें एटीट्यूड में ये था कि एक प्राइड था, एक तो कि मेरा बेटा जीते, मेरा ये हो जाए। तो जो चीज भी उनको पता चल रही थी, ही वाज नॉट ग्रास्पिंग दैट थिंग, उनके मन में सेल्फिश
बेसिक थिंग है। दो चीजें में डिवाइड होता है। आंसर ये है कि धृतराष्ट्र जो है वो भगवान के एनवियस था। ओके, आंसर सबके करेक्ट है, किसी का भी गलत आंसर नहीं है, सबके आंसर करेक्ट है। पर जो मेन रीजन धृतराष्ट्र और अर्जुन में ये डिफरेंस है कि धृतराष्ट्र एनवियस है कृष्णा के, और अर्जुन जो है वो उनसे प्रेम करते थे, और उनको उनको वो, हाँ। सो ये दो, जो हमें जो बहुत सारे हमारे अक्वेंटेंसेस होते हैं ना, वो लोग में भी यही रीजन होता है, जो एनवियस होते हैं भगवान से, इमीडिएटली उनके मुख में ना भगवान का नाम इमीडिएटली नहीं आता है। पर उनको हम चेंज कर सकते हैं, अगर हम उनको कृष्ण का प्रसाद देंगे ना, तो स्लोली स्लोली।
प्रेम से,
हाँ,
not by attitude. Attitude is the main thing. They should feel you're concerned and you're not really trying to show off.
Yeah.
You know more than them.
Yes. Humble, being humble. सबसे important है
and
humble
you're
बनना।
trying to be compassionate. Really you mean that they want to learn. You want them to get help.
हाँ,
They can feel. Humans, no, we know this sensitive feeling we can catch.
सो जो लोग नहीं करते हैं उनके लिए हमें कभी कभी ना, वो लोग इमीडिएटली नहीं कर सकते हैं चैंटिंग, तो उनसे एक बार करवाओ हरे कृष्णा, एक बार जब भी मिलेंगे उनको, कम से कम उनको भी बोलो कि हम हरे कृष्णा का नाम, वी कैन, क्या बोलते हैं, जैसे राम राम बोलते हैं, उसके बाद में हरे कृष्णा बोल सकते हैं एज अ कर्टेसी, एज अ टू टॉक टू ईच अदर। तो इस तरह से आप कर सकते हैं स्टार्ट।
जिस एटमॉस्फेयर में यहाँ मैं रहती हूँ, यहाँ पे जनरली लोग हरे कृष्णा हरि बोल ही एज अ नमस्ते।
वेरी नाइस,
सब लोग
एक्सीलेंट।
यही बोलते हैं, बोल
तो
हरे
फिर
बट
वहां का
भक्ति
एटमॉस्फेयर ऐसा है ना।
but Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, he told a very nice thing about that mahal also. What he tells, because everybody is having the same language, but people are influenced by Kali Yuga. So they use these words only for cheating also.
Yeah, but don't assume
Like for
that
example,
I
I'm
wouldn't,
saying,
but let's not go in that way. What I would tell her at this point is, if they are all, she's in Haridwar. आप अभी भी हरिद्वार में हो या नोएडा में हो?
Yes, नहीं, हरिद्वार में।
हरिद्वार में था आप ऑलरेडी, हरिद्वार में हो तो वहां पे ऑलरेडी पीपल आर वेरी डिवोशनल। आप थोड़ा सा उनसे बोलेंगे कि चैंट करने के लिए, वो एकदम से कर लेंगे, सो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। वो पुण्य भूमि है।
There my point comes. जो लोग शिव जी को, वो शिव जी पे लगे हुए हैं। कुछ लोग ऐसे तो रोज सुंदरकांड पढ़ते रहते हैं, पढ़ते ही पढ़ते हैं, तब कन्विंस नहीं कर पाती हूँ कि चलो करो, कभी कभी करो, पर ये भी कर लो। उनको मैं
बस ऐड करने के लिए बोलना है। बस उनको सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए मत बोलो, सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए कृष्णा करेगा।
वो बाद में अपने तरफ, सॉरी,
एटमॉस्फेयर बहुत सिंपल है, और लोग जनरली कोई भी क्रिकेट टाइप के लोग हैं नहीं, द प्लेस वेयर आई एम स्टेइंग।
वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस। नहीं एक्चुअली
गॉड फियरिंग लोग हैं यहाँ।
हाँ, वी हैव टू मेक देम गॉड लविंग नाउ, दैट इज अवर गोल। गॉड फियरिंग लोगों को गॉड लविंग बना दे हम लोग, भगवान की कृपा उनके ऊपर हो। एक बार दो बार, जैसे ना आप जैसे छोटी वाली माला मिलती है, पता है वहां पे हरिद्वार में भी मिलती होगी, उसमें ना सिर्फ 1/4 द बीड्स। हाउ मच इज 1/4? 27। तो उनको बोल सकते हैं कि 27 वाली बीड है, उसके ऊपर जप करो। आप तो सब कुछ कर रहे हो, 27 करो। तो ऐसे करके थोड़ा थोड़ा उनको ना आप बोल सकते हैं।
जी
ठीक है, थैंक यू, वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन। हरे कृष्णा।
माता जी,
हाँ जी,
उसको बोलते हैं करमाला। दे विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड 27। इफ यू से करमाला दे विल गिव यू।
हाँ, करमाला बोलते हैं उसको 27। और किसी को कोई प्रश्न है? विजय दुर्गा गारू, वांट टू से समथिंग?
అది మాతాజీ, ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు అదేంటి కృష్ణుడిని ద్వేషిస్తున్నాడంటారా?
ఈర్ష, ఈర్ష,
ఈర్ష,
అసుర స్వభావంతో ఉన్నాడన్నమాట అతను.
ఈర్ష భావంతో ఉన్నాడు.
అంటే
నా కొడుకు ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా, నా కొడుకు ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా, నా కొడుకుతో ఉండొచ్చు కదా, పాండవుల దగ్గర ఎందుకున్నాడు?
ఓకే ఓకే.
అలాంటి ఈర్ష భావంతో ఉన్నాడు.
అందువలన అతనికి అది అర్థం కాల భగవద్గీత చెప్పినా కూడా.
ఏమీ అర్థం కాలేదు. ఎందుకంటే ఆఫ్టర్ ద వార్ ఏం చేస్తాడు? హీ వాంటెడ్ టు కిల్ భీమ్, రిమెంబర్? If he had understood the Bhagavad Gita, then he wouldn't have done that. He will not have that Isha bhav towards the Pandavas.
And ఇంకా వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్, ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ విదురుడు కలుస్తాడు. విదురుడు కలిసినప్పుడు, విదురుడు ఇస్ ఎ గ్రేట్ డివోటీ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ, కానీ ధృతరాష్ట్రుడికి ఏం అడ్వైస్ చేస్తాడు? భక్తి యోగం కాదు, అష్టాంగ యోగం చేసుకో అని చెప్తాడు. ఎందుకు? ఆల్రెడీ శుద్ధ భక్తులు పాండవుల మీద ఎంతో ఈర్ష, ఎంతో ఎలాగ చంపాలి వాళ్ళనే చూస్తున్నాడు తప్ప వాడికి భక్తి అనేది కలగదు. అందుకనే అష్టాంగ యోగం చేసుకో అని విదురుడు చెప్తాడు ధృతరాష్ట్రుడికి.
కరెక్ట్. లాస్ట్ లో అతనికి ప్రాయోపసం చేసినప్పుడు కూడా విదురుడు అనుకుంటాడు కదా, నేను భక్తి మార్గంలో తీసుకెళ్ళలేకపోయాను నేను అనుకుంటాడు కదా. అదే కదా ప్రభు.
కరెక్ట్.
Hema Didi, you want to ask some question? You can write the question, Didi. I can see the, yeah, tell me. You want to, I cannot hear you. 1 minute. Maybe I can unmute you. I'll unmute you. You see if you can speak. Hare Krishna.
No.
Hello.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ah.
Okay. No, I was just wanting to share that whenever we cook, normally that's what I've been taught and I've observed, that I'm not cooking, it is Ma Annapurna who's cooking. And it is always the bhav that the opposite person, for whoever the cooking is made, either you're making prasad or you're making for anyone else, it is to their liking. It is not to my liking. Is that, I don't know, that's what I've been taught and that is what I have learned.
Yeah, it is,
from.
in one sense, it's correct. When you are cooking for Krishna, it said Radharani personally comes and inspires you to cook.
Okay.
Just like when you are doing pravachan, when you want to talk about Krishna, if you have the right consciousness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you go out there, I will do the preaching. I will convince them about my message.
Oh, okay.
This is the same concept. When you have the right consciousness that you want to serve for Krishna, then Radharani will inspire your cooking. And that cooking will become wonderful. But you have to maintain that consciousness. Yeah.
Also, you're not thinking,
cooking, right?
Sorry?
It's with day-to-day cooking also, no? It is not only like...
because day-to-day also you want to offer everything to Krishna.
Yeah.
Try to offer everything to Krishna as much as you can. And in your mind, when you're going in the kitchen, don't think this is my kitchen. This is Krishna and Radharani's kitchen. I am just using my hands and my resources, whatever Krishna has given, used to, make something to please the Lord. And when everybody eats this prasad, after it is offered, then they all will become happy and they will all be able to practice Krishna consciousness. This is the consciousness in which we have to cook, we have to offer, and we have to serve to others. Our goal is not to, personally make anybody happy. That is not our goal. Our goal is to make Krishna only happy. Sometimes it might not, it might not come in the way that, the taste it might be, but inside that bhakti is there, which is more important, which will change the hriday of the person. How can you change the hriday of anybody? That bhakti inside the prasad is doing that. It is not the taste.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
There was a problem with my audio. I think even earlier when you called out to me, I couldn't, I was speaking, but then you couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. Hare Krishna. My mother is also there today. Hare Krishna, Mummy. Nice to have. It's like a family here today.
So Anuradha garu, మీకు ఏమైనా ఈ 12వ చాప్టర్ మీద ఏమైనా చెప్తారా? మీకు అర్థమైంది చెప్ప అంటే 2 ముక్కలు. ఉండకూడదు. Okay.
Can you repeat what she says? Can you repeat so that everybody can hear?
Mainly she repeated, she said we have to be equal to everyone. Samabhavam toti. We have to be free from Rajoguna and Tamoguna. And what was Sattvagunamlo ravali. That these are the main things, which is kind of correct about the 12th chapter. అంటే 12వ చాప్టర్ లో మెయిన్ ఉద్దేశం ఏంటి అంటే కృష్ణ భక్తి అనన్య భక్తి చెయ్యాలి, చెయ్యలేకపోతే సాధన భక్తి చేయాలి, సాధన భక్తి చెయ్యలేకపోతే సేవ, కృష్ణుడికి సేవ చేయాలి. కృష్ణుడికి సేవ కూడా చేయలేకపోతే కృష్ణుడికి దానం చేయాలి. అది కూడా చేయలేకపోతే కొంచెం జ్ఞానం తెచ్చుకోవాలి అని కృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నాడు. అది. సో అలా కన్సెషన్ ఒకటి. కానీ అన్నిటికన్నా బెస్ట్ నా భక్తుడు అవ్వదు. అది ప్రియమైన భక్తుడు అవ్వాలి. అది మెయిన్ ఉద్దేశం.
Actually, everybody should read this 12th chapter. And you see how Krishna, how he is talking, what we told today. So you will be able to grasp it very fast because the topic has been discussed. So please, there are only 20 slokas. Just go through them one more time. It will, it will be more fixed inside your mind. Crystallize very nicely. And especially the slokas where he says is very dear to me, very dear to me. You can even make notes of those. What is it that Krishna is saying is very dear? See, just imagine Krishna is telling, this is what I want. How great it is, no? And it is visible to everyone. You can read it and you can, and then we have to try to cultivate those things in us because that is what Krishna likes.
Just like you tell your children, be a good boy, study everything, get good marks, then I'll be very happy. You're telling your children, like that Krishna is telling here to us.
Yeah, very nice way. Yeah, it's very nice.
Good qualities. Be good like this, like that.
Okay. So with this, we will stop the class since no more questions.
Yeah.
And we'll meet tomorrow. We'll continue with the Brahma Samhita and all of you can join tomorrow. Okay. We'll chant 3 times Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की
जय,
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय,
भगवद गीता पाठ की
जय,
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories and glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga.
All glories to Sri Prabhupada. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna and see you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna. Hare
very
Krishna.
much.
Bye to everyone.